Hey all, once again. So, Spip won last time, and 5-Volt had the second most kills. The other one was that yellow car from Jungle Junction, but I didn't want him. I wanted 5-Volt over him. I have 10 from the Redemption round once again. Crash from YouTube Animators vs. Ice Age, and Texas Mac, surprisingly, from letter T. Let's go over the cast. You have Barf Bag and Donut from BFDI, Chaos Sonic from Sonic Prime, and the return of Jenny Wakeman in her flame form. Red, orange, black, and green from the Among Us show that just dropped on Paramount Plus. Alexei Sistevic, also known as Rhino, and Dark Bowser, and Chris Pratt Garfield from the 2024 movie Rumi Usagiyama, or Mariko. Stanford Pines because so many other Gravity Falls characters died. Magma Cube and Armadillo. A shiny Pikachu. Charlie, blue and pink. Paco because Maya Miguel hasn't had a rep yet. Stanley, Shin Sonic, Cold Steel the Hedgehog, a Tails doll, and Crow-T Robot because some of the others died. Oops. Lance, and third time's a charm, Jean Grey is the Dark Phoenix. And the dog from Duck Season in Westman's Hunger Games. He died way too soon. Never get the chance to do anything. Let's see that trend continues. Bushwhack from Skylanders Trap Team and Tim Lockwood. As the tribute say on the podiums, the horn sounds. Mariko runs. Red runs. Bushwhack gets a sword. Lance drives. Dog, please. Runs away. Hey. Okay. Alright, he's still in it. 10 runs. Rhino runs. Crow takes sickle. Stanford runs. Orange runs. 5-Volt. 5-Volt breaks Stanley's nose for a basket of bread. Cold Steel runs away with a lance of rope. Black runs. Chaos on grips and makes out Jenny's hands. Paco stays at the cornucopia for resources. Barf Bag runs. Armadillo runs. Green runs. Blue runs. Shiny Pikachu runs. Tim runs. Shin Sock runs. Texas Mac and Tails Doll fight for a bag, and Tails Doll gives up retreats. Pink runs. Dark Phoenix gets a shield. Oops, Crash and Charlie start fighting. Crash runs away. Oops, kills Charlie. Oh, our first death. Garfield runs. Spip runs. Magma Cube runs. Dark Bowser gets a bag and not realize it's empty, and Donut runs. Tails Dolls pick by someone's picking mirrors. Stanford steals from Barf Bag while she isn't looking. 10 fishes. Rhino Green, the dog, Shin Sock, and Dark Bowser track a out to kill Stanley. Wow, what a team. Crash searches for firewood. Bushwhack discovers a river. Spip receives fresh food. Pink thinks about home. Donut discovers a cave. Mariko receives medical supplies. Chaos Sonic stalks Crow. Cold Steel overpowers Black, killing her. No, Black's dead. Blue discovers a river. 5-Volt and Texas Mac. Another team. Shy Pikachu accepts a landmine. No, Shiny Pikachu's dead. Jenny receives explosive. Same with Lance. Magma Cube and Tim hunt for other tributes. Orange injures himself. Hoop sets explosive, killing the Dark Phoenix. Red and Garfield. No. Oh, why? Why? Armadillo attacks Paco, but he manages to escape. I mean, he can fly. We lost 7 people. Oh, Charlie, Stanley, Black, Shiny Pikachu, the Dark Phoenix, Red, and Chris Pratt Garfield. Dark Bowser silently snaps Shin Sonic's neck. Well, it looks like he's dead. Crow, no! The dog receives medical supplies. Alright, we're good. Tim and Crash and Spip cheerfully sing songs again. That's just weird. Tails like, oh, not again, no! Green and Pink talk about Truth still alive. Same with Armadillo, Hoop. Tens woke my nightmares. Mariko sees clean water. Stanford ambushes Chaos Sonic and kills him. Alright, then Stanford. Bushwhack bashes Paco's head with a maze. Alright. Then, Orange attempts Starfire is unsuccessful. Rhino, Blue, and 5-Volt discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Jenny's was like, you're flame form. You can start a fire. Magma Cube decapitates Barf Bag with sword. No, Barf Bag's dead at the Magma Cube. How? Cold Steel is unable to start fire. Sees Star Wars. Lance tends to his wounds. Blue receives explosive. Green injures himself. Tails Doll tracks the Giallo, kills Jenny. No, we lost Jenny Wakeman once again. Hoops searches for a water source. 5-volt discovers a river. Crow overhears 10 and Dark Bowser talking in distance. Bushwhack and Tim split up. Armadillo searches for a water source. Stanford receives fresh food. Lance begs for Rhino to kill him. Come on, Rhino, you know better. Mirko discovers a river. Magma Cube attends to Orange's wounds. Texas Mac tries to the day. Donut discovers a cave. Crash injures himself. The dog explores the arena. Spipper sees a hatchet. Cold Steel dies from an infection. And Pink also died. Not only did Cold Steel die from an infection, but also Pink died from an infection. So we lost Shin, Sonic, Chaos Sonic, Paco, Barfbag, Jenny, Cold Steel, and Pink. That's 7 we lost. 5-volt screams of help. Orange Crash and Bushwhack. Again with Crash. Crow destroys Stanford supplies while he's asleep. Lance tries to sing himself to sleep. What, don't you mean the Jungle Junction theme? Rhino starts a fire. Blue looks at night sky. Tim and Green tell stories about themselves to each other. Magma Cube cries himself to sleep. Dark Bowser defeats the dog but spares his life. Oh, not again. No. Armadillo climbs a tree to rest. Hoops, Tails, Dom, Mirror Code 10 tell each other ghost stories. Spip sees a fire but stays hidden. The dog diverts Rhino's attention and runs. Crash makes a shack. Green searches for firewood. Donut poisons Magma Cube's drink and he drinks it and he dies. Orange questions her sanity. Spip discovers a cave. Armadillo convinces 10 to not kill him, only to kill her instead. Dark Bowser discovers a cave. Lance receives clean water from a sponsor. Hoops makes a slingshot. Texas Mac begs for 5-volt to kill him, but refuses, keeping him alive. Bushwhack makes a wood spear. You don't need a wood spear. Blue overhears Tails, Dog, and Crow talking in distance. Stanford defeats Tim, but spares his life. Mirko collects fruit from a tree. We lost 2 characters, the Magma Cube and 10. Tails, Dog. No! No! Why? Stanford fends Orange Crow Mirko away for his fire. Blue destroys Spip's supplies while you sleep. 5-volt Bushwhack tell stories about themselves to each other. Rhino fends Donut, Tim, and Green away from his fire. And Armadillo's fending Hoops, the dog, and Lance away. Texas Mac goes to sleep. Save the Dark Bowser. Oh. Okay, they hunt for tributes. Alright. Crash attacks Armadillo, but he manages to escape. Crow sees clean water. Oh, Stanford, Mirko, Texas Mac unsuccessfully ambush Hoops, Spippy, Orange, who killed him instead. What was that for? 5-volt Bushwhack and Tails Dog get a fight. 5-volt Tribal kills them both. No, Bushwhack is dead. Well, at least we got rid of Tails Dog, but why? Donut thinks about home. Rhino sees smoke at a distance, but decides not to investigate. Blue makes slingshot. We lost 5 people. Stanford, Mirko, Texas Mac, Bushwhack, and Tails Doll. Lance tries to sing himself to sleep again. Dark Bowser looks at night sky. Tim sees a fire but stays hidden. Crash, Rhino, Armadillo, Spip, and Orange. Yeah, it's another team. Dog, 5-volt, Hoops, and Crow tell stories about them. Tell each other ghost stories. Green civilian slides Donut with a sword. No, we lost Donut. Blue tries to sing himself to sleep. Spip spears Orange in the abdomen. No. Crash receives medical supplies. Dark Bowser stalks Hoops. Crow tries to spear fish. Rhino defeats Green and spares his life. Blue steals from Tim while he's looking. Armadillo questions his sanity. Lance sets the dog and fire bolts up. No, the dog is dead. Well, it took a while for the dog to have some time in the Hunger Games. I guess he isn't cursed after all, huh? Meanwhile, 5-volts picked by sons are picking berries. So we lost Donut, Orange, and the dog. 5-volt cooks the food. She's making hamburgers. Crashing. No! Oh, no! Green defeats Crow but spares life. Spip dies from hunger. Alright, so it looks like the winner for last time is dead. Lance begs for Rhino to kill him but refuses, keeping him alive. Hoops, Blue, Tim, and Armadillo tell each other ghost stories. Alright, it's the feast. I don't need much explanation, but 5-volt stabs Dark Bowser tree branch. Alright, then it looks like Dark Bowser's dead. Armadillo stuffs a bundle of dry clothes into a bag before sprinting away. Crash and Blue get a fight with Rami, but Crash gives up and runs away. Lance and Tim decide not to go. Crow shoots at all of Green's head. No, Green's dead. Rhino decides not to go, and Hoops dies from an infection. Lance tries to sleep through the day. Blue collects fruit from a tree. Armadillo and Tim work together. 5-0 receives clear water. Rhino convinces Crow to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Crash receives medical supplies. We lost 5 characters. Spip, Dark Bowser, Green, Hoops, and Crow. Blue sets explodes on killing Tim. No, we lost Tim Lockwood. Crash repeatedly stabs Armadillo down with size. 5-0 Rhino Lance discusses the games. Can someone please kill Lance right here? Crash runs away from Lance. No, not Rhino. 5-0 scares Rhino off. That makes sense. Blue receives clear water. We lost 2 characters, Tim Lockwood and an Armadillo from Minecraft. 5-0 defeats Blue and spares like Lance begs for Rhino to kill him. He reluctantly obliges killing Lance. Okay, thank you, Rhino. Thank you for killing Lance. Crash dies of hypothermia. No, Crash is dead. Ah. Blue's track kills 5-0 and Rhino attempts to climb tree falls his death. No. Oh. Winner's Blue. I guess he had to carry 2 for Cha early. Like, still. And look at that. Hoops had 7 kills. I can tell that right now. And he's obviously returning. Anyways, that's it. And I hope I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.